First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Lawrence. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk with career touchdown number 70. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Lawrence going to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Man open, here is Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And they'll run with ETN. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Once more, ETN. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught at the 2. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He'll get this off to Swift.
7 yards there and a first down.
The Lions at 7-3 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Jags with a football to begin the 2nd quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That good for 19 and a first down.
Now Lawrence.
That escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Here's Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Forced out to his left.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Here's a diving catch right side. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Lawrence will throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Finding room at midfield.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And that's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Jags first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence on first down.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
Flush to his right. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Lions are back within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-17. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
It's caught by Mike Evans.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
There's Evans again, complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 39, Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line.
And to throw again is Lawrence.
Touchdown! Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll throw now on the final play. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now Lawrence.
He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Open man is the tight end, John Bates.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll look to throw again.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Back to throw again. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll try it now with Swift.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line.
On 3rd down, Lawrence
steps away to his left. He's got a man, complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence going to throw deep for the end zone.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Jags will take over possession here up at the 44.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
From just shy of midfield,
Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Lawrence. There goes a deep ball, end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Again, it's Lawrence.
Over the middle, complete. It's Evans.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And this offense on third down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Christian Kirk, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll drop to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Jaguars are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Being chased out left. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Lawrence.
Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now.
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence flushed out right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Jags will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. On 1st down, right back to Etienne.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Etienne once more.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They go play action with Lawrence.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
A Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jags, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Detroit, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
These players are on the last year of their contract. Re-sign them to a
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now here's another carry for Harris, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
The Patriots at 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Throwing Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Robbie Anderson. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Patriots will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
18 more yards there and another first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. the play fake. He'll look to throw. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 14. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Taylor.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
46 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw here.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am. And you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action.
And he takes it in for a Colts score.
Jonathan Taylor with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. With a 1st down as they begin the drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Patriots have taken the lead.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he will find his man on the outside. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. 1 yard is the gain. And the Colts are going to have a first. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll look to throw.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
They're going to look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Operating from the gun. Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's brought in by Harris.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
10 more there and another first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris from 17 yards out.
And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point up and through. And it's now 21-7. Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Throwing to start the drive. Jones throwing right, and that's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. 81 yards.
And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw here.
Throw left side taken in by Pittman.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down.
And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. And the Pats are going to take over at their own 41.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And there he goes, right side.
97 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run again with Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. A final shot before break. Jones. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now back to throw.
And connecting here with Pittman on the out route.
It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
A gain of 7. And the Colts first down.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Harris running straight ahead.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now Jones. Off play action. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. The Patriots send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
And here's Rodgers on the return.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. A big play there for Andy. 45 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Channing Tindall.
He's at the 40, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
36 yards on the play. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
A very solid gain of 27. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Steps away. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. with a first down as they begin the drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Here's Jones off the play fake. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Jones throwing on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Pats are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. The extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately,
he's got a man complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 18. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead,
but at the same time, got it done, and it'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they won to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
New England on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Off play action. Jones.
Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Off the play fake. Jones rolling to his right. Complete. It's Henry. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones
getting the ball to Anderson here on the out route.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
On the give, this is Harris. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Patriots up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
No problem there on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Takes it at the 7.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Patriots, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.